Alrighty, boys, we have returned. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my dudes. Okay, so I might have to run away at any given time because my son is now awake, and I had to deal with that. That's one of the reasons it took me so long. We don't need to get into why. It's stupid toddler reasons, so no real big deal. But I just want to be FYI with you, like straight up. All right, my dudes. So we are absolutely gonna hop right back into this. So we now have so the situation as it stands is we've taken command of the ship. We are now the captain, and one of our enemies has run away with their ship, like warped away, and the other ship attacked us to prevent us from chasing it. And then one of the individuals transported down onto this planet. So I don't know if this is going to be the end or if there's going to be any after this. So this is it right here. This is it right here. I really need to find another thing. Screen really doesn't do it justice.
Any sign of Sidron?
Not that I can see.
Maybe I don't need the green screen. I could just have the desk.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
You could just make it smaller, where it's not in frame. You could do that. This fucking green screen cloth sucks ass.
Let's make this a short mission, all right?
That's the plan.
I'm no security officer, but I'll do my best to make sure nothing happens to you, Captain.
Did we not bring a security officer? Who's the other person? Oh, okay, we did bring the tactical officer. All right. I was like, why the hell did we not bring the tactical officer? Oh, yeah, that's right, because the tactical officer doesn't like me because I made her sad pants. This is the thing that kind of bothers me about her, is that she looks up to me so much, and every single step of the way, I've done the right thing. Hang on. All right, sorry. Because, of course, my son is doing things he shouldn't be doing. Anyway. I'm going to have to get up here in a second. More than likely, just FYI. I've been doing everything that she expects me to do that makes a good officer. And she's mad about it. Even though she looked up to me for those exact reasons. So, did she really look up for me for those exact reasons? Yeah, he's not very happy either because I chose this guy. Despite his initial skepticism when Jera confided her suspicions about Captain Solano. All right, I'll be right back. I had to take care of my son. You know how it is. He's doing something he should be doing. I gotta go take care of it. So I eliminated him. I eliminated that. He can't do that no more. Time to kill the Xeno. No, dude, it's gonna be great. Okay, so yeah, so despite his initial skepticism, when Jara confided her suspicions about Captain Solano, Commander Westbrook understood she was driven by a sense of duty in confronting him. In the aftermath of the confrontation, once Jara became captain, Commander Westbrook couldn't help but be struck by how humble and grounded Jara was in light of her new position. Boom. Love it. Because like it's like you see he takes, it's like the way they wrote this, he takes into account all of these things, and they're just mad that I didn't choose them. Like, come on, dude. Come on. And she's real mad because she's got all kinds. She's wearing a fucking visor and all kinds of other shit. He's really pissed. Because we had a mutiny. I think it could have been written a little bit better, right? Because in all honesty, you should be able to have all three of them. Right? Like let me just put it like this. If this were me, and I had done this, I wouldn't have asked Commander Westbrook to come talk to me. I would have gone on the bridge, and I would have went to him and said, I need to see you in the ready room. And then I went to him, I need to see you in the ready room. Went to her, I need to see you in the ready room. It's fine. Everything's fine right now. Right? your stations can hold for a second. And then I would tell them all and be like, we need to do this. He has yet to submit to a bioscan. We need to submit a bioscan, right? So I understand why they're doing it for the story beats and all that other stuff, but it is one of those deals where it kind of feels like making the right choice in most of the making what I consider the correct choice in every situation has made her mad at me, right? And it just feels like, because like the whole reason she looked up to me was because of the type of officer that Jara is supposed to be, and I literally am playing that officer. I'm not playing her like that. And she's mad about it because I didn't like being honest with Will Riker. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine she looking up to an officer that lied to Will Riker's face about something so goddamn important? Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Phaser should make quick work of the ice.
I just want to say they wouldn't melt like that, but sure. We'll roll with it. Yeah, you can't fire. No crouching phasers, y'all. No crouching phasers. Can't fire from the hip either, that I Ice. It has really been a fabulous game. I cannot recommend this game. Holy. Interesting. The rest of them felt like I hit them once. It's weird.
Is this another Takan vault?
Let me know if there's any audio issues.
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Un momento, por favor. I forgot the thing.
Portal, can you open it? It is a Taconian vault.
I thought you'd never ask.
Gotta love that, man. That he is actually one of the characters you can earn trust with. That's crazy. Like, I wonder how all this is gonna play out. With all the
You're
like.
welcome.
Sorry about that.
Better to keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way.
Yeah, like I wonder how all the like trust system shit is gonna play out. Like, is Visor Girl gonna like turn against me in some pivotal moment because she doesn't like the fact that I burned her face off? Because like that other ship still warped away. Where did they go? Will this fix that ship? Because he has the Cartabula, or whatever it's called. No phaser, no tricorder. I wonder. I do wonder why in this game, in so many games, so many characters slouch. Just
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on
rather
high
than
alert.
stand up straight.
We don't know where the Takan that beamed down here could
Like,
be.
look, she's doing it now. She's actually standing up straight, like with good posture. And the science officer's just like, I'm exaggerating, but it just looks awkward. And maybe it's the backpack.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Takan, but only a Takan. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Absolutely, bro. Thanks. A tricorder?
Do you know what this place was used for?
It feels familiar, but I'm not certain. The Empire was vast. I did not know every corner of it, and much was built after I became a portal. However, Takon would not build such a place without something precious to protect.
Whatever that is, we have to find it before Galvin does.
Like I said, man, they did a really good job. They did a really good job.
Portal? What is that void down there?
Space, folding upon itself. A fairly simple concept.
For a Takon, perhaps?
I advise against falling in.
Okay, then. So, Death Trap. Gotcha. But, don't want to trigger moving on until I've explored everything. So we're going to run down this way. That looks like a teleport pad where I click it and activate, and it...
I should look elsewhere.
Shouldn't there just be a wall there then, or a door? I mean, maybe it is something for later, but why would you not like have a door with it being locked or something? I don't know, dude. It's kind of weird.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Takon to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
Interesting. Okay. All right, fairly simple concept. Okay, so we are on the... We're going to call that forward, and we're going to call that aft. So we are on the freaking starboard side of the room. Aha! So the camera does move with you, okay. Now we're in the middle. Amidships, as it... We have two pads. Go on this one. Where does this send you? Send us. Okay. We're gonna just brute force it? I think we're gonna brute force it. Don't tell me this is the end. Aha! Nope. We got relatively close. Got a room over there. No, it's just the wall. Well, shit. Here we are. We did it. We did it, boys. What you got there, Doc? Out of range.
Soil. Just soil. It's not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database.
Okay.
Why is this here?
This is soil from the homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Takon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Takon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it. But it cuts to the core of your being, even with your defenses up.
I'm so sorry to put you through this. I know it must be difficult.
Don't apologize. I'm glad I came. This means a great deal to me.
Awesome.
Can you use this to find out more about...
That was a neutral. Okay, fair enough.
what Galvin is after?
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship.
A singular?
No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Taconian ship ever built.
Oh boy.
I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology?
Or
For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
Uh-oh. Oh, so, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Alright, fine. On my way! Ruh-roh.
There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
Oh, my goodness. That's so many.
I've seen these before. In the other vault.
Are they the same thing?
And
The
if
biofilm?
all of those are the same as this, then there must be...
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Takon civilization. A distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form. Preserved for all eternity.
Given the size of this vault, there must have been tens of thousands of these cases, representing billions and billions of Takon.
A threat on a truly massive scale. One your Federation can't easily contend with.
Guess you were right,
What you have
Akhenaten.
to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Takon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Takon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose. to restore the glory that was lost.
I wanted to shoot him, but I don't really see a reason to.
Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia.
Oh, good. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Takan life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
Your friends died because of you. If you hadn't attacked us, there could have been a peaceful solution.
Yeah, the Federation would
I've
totally
seen
help
the kind
you,
of
dude.
results diplomacy gets in this era. You can hardly blame me for wanting a quicker result.
Right, they'd help you,
Thankfully,
like,
I don't
build
have to
android
convince
bodies
you
or
of
something.
anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
And trade for some tech. That'd be fucking amazing.
You can't just
Absolutely.
bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
Ah, but that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. 1 minute you're standing there as you. The next you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
Wait, what?
Transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Takan in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
Oh my god. That's
In a
insane.
manner of speaking. Yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
I realize you're here to gloat, and you seem pretty confident, but I'm not gonna let that happen.
It already is happening. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time.
Okay.
You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Takan Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Takan, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
There is only one true Takan here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Takan, brought back through unnatural means.
His own words.
Tolerate your presence so long as you continue to
Ooh, I hope that
amuse
works.
me. Which side are you on?
I mean, do I care? Do I care that he doesn't like me? No.
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come.
The other ship went to go get it?
I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact?
Murdering
6
him would
minutes
not
and
have fixed the
counting.
problem.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll
Absolutely
decide once we're safely
not.
aboard the Resolute. For to transport.
Absolute. What did I say about genocide? What did I say? What did I say? No. No.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I lost my eyes because of you. And still, I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
I guess she's gonna resign. That's simple.
2 minutes and counting.
Because if we take the crystals, they can't be used against us. They have to come get them. If we destroy them, we lose the ability to interface with the Takan Empire at all, right? So you could imagine how grateful the Takan might be, like Portal 6-3, for us to save his people, that he would, I don't know, share his technology with us and maybe find a way to get them new bodies, like maybe grow them new bodies or some dumb shit like that, right? You know, I'm sure there's some kind of compromise we can come up with so we can get some amazing technology, some crystal shit growing out of the ship, right? I mean, let's be real here. We're talking about the Federation of the United Federation of Planets, you know, the most technologically advanced fucking force in the entire goddamn galaxy outside of the Founders, right? And their whole thing is from the stars knowledge. Oh, what are we doing here, boys? What are we doing? This is literally like preventing a genocide without causing a genocide. That is the route I'm trying to go. Because if I kill them all, they're still technically living sentient beings. They're just in some kind of stasis, right? It doesn't matter what condition you call it, they can be brought back somehow. And so for me, that does qualify them as living sentient beings who have committed no crimes against us, right? This is not something that is really, you know, us or them. This is a situation where they're going to be used as ammunition to genocide us if we don't stop this. That doesn't mean we have to kill them, but it does mean we need to take the ammo away. And so we could take the ammo away without killing them and therefore preventing the genocide of us if we can keep it away from them for long enough. Because he still has the thing. So he could still bring back several, 100,000 Takan already. So he already has enough to completely destroy probably the Federation, if not, rule the entire galaxy kind of deal. So I'm thinking we're going to save him. Yeah. I don't know why she's so pissy, man. Yeah, she lost her eyes because of me, but she chose to do the action that caused her to lose her eyes. And she didn't lose her eyes because of me. She lost her eyes because it was what the mission required. To save like 100 sentient beings or more. Like 100 and something, right? So she sacrificed her eyes for that. And then she throws it in my face.
It's headed straight toward the vault.
If I don't genocide an entire peoples?
The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
On screen.
Where's it coming from? Is it coming out of the sun? Is it emerging from the star? Wow.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are Takan. Not science, Takan. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
Exactly. Fuck history. I'm doing the right thing. Save them.
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an
did.
order.
Like this is the thing I don't understand. These are all Starfleet officers. They should all be on board with this. They should all be on board with this. We're saving hundreds of thousands of lives and preventing them to be used as ammunition against us. And if we need to, we can still destroy them, right? That's the thing. We could blow up the ship and then they all die, just like we do. Or if the ship gets captured, we could set them. We could rig them to explode, right? We could take precautions against them getting them while still trying to save them. And not only that, you got to think about the good of the Federation. I'm literally making the greater good argument here. Which is better for the Federation? The Takan living in their things, or the Takan being destroyed in their things? Because the Takan living in their thing makes Portal 6-3 very like us for a lot, right? And then Portal 6-3 likes us a lot. Maybe the Takan will like us a lot. Maybe they'll give us some of their technology. I'm just saying. We got to think about the bigger picture here. Diplomacy is the way. Infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Let's roll. Come on now. Don't give me that bullshit. Now.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
All right, now rig them to explode. I want explosives installed all over them so that if it looks like they're going to get captured, we can blow them up.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
You know what I mean? The guy with awesome space magic. The guy with awesome space magic owes me a solid. Eternally grateful when Jara transported the Taconian crystals from the vault to the Resolute. Eternally grateful. You know, Space Wizard owes me a solid. I call that a win. I
hope you realize what you've done.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant.
She has to hear it.
We need Portal on our side. I'm not going to jeopardize that when I don't have to.
So you jeopardize the rest of us.
That's your duty.
And to think, I used to look up to you.
The Aphelion is targeting us, approaching rapidly.
I should have said it's our duty. That's what I should have said.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
Yeah, I'm really mad. I kind of want to redo that. But the only way I'm going to do it is if I reload the entire thing, and I don't think that's a good idea. So we're just going to keep going. Amazing Barrel, greetings and salutations. I do want to play it too, get the whole story. Oh yeah. I really wish I'd said it's our duty instead of, because the portal made the most sense, right? Oh, to think I look up to you. It's like, girl, I never give a fuck about you looking up to me. I cared about doing what was right and doing our duty.
There they are!
You did what had to be done with the Tasker. I know you held out hope, but it's what she would have wanted. The Tasker can rest now. Even if I wavered in the moment, there's no way she saved herself from that ship. The Tasker is free now.
If you believe, I'm sure you'll see her again.
I do. And I shall.
Captions, you gotta love it, right?
Oh, no surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you.
Seems I
I'll
didn't
find
miss
you
much game wise.
afterwards.
I mean,
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
did you not see the giant doomsday weapon and the fact that that girl was like, I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. She was enraged because we saved we didn't genocide a bunch of fucking alien stasis chamber thingamajiggers. And chose to put ahead of the safety of the crew. Oh, that's why. That's why. So I should have said it's our duty. Yeah, I should have said that. God, I want to redo that. I want to redo that so bad. I don't think I can. Can I? Let's find out. I'm just gonna fuck around. I'm gonna do it anyway. Nope. Looks like that's where we're at. All right, there we go. That's right. It started a new chapter. I forgot about that. Yeah, and I can't skip it. All right, that's fair. Because like that's the logical thing to do, right? The crew knows the job. The job is to save the galaxy. We obviously are going to put ourselves at risk to save the galaxy. We also have the opportunity to do something that the entire Federation was founded upon, and that's protecting sentient life. We literally have billions of souls that we just saved from annihilation and to be used as a weapon of mass destruction.
You did what had to be done with the Tasker. I know you held out hope.
I'm not going to feel guilty about that at all. And on top of that, we also now have stronger diplomatic relations.
There's no way she saved herself
with
from that ship.
Portal 6-3, who is essentially an emissary to the Khan at this point.
I'm sure you'll see her again.
So as far as I'm concerned, that is absolutely worth the risk.
Oh, no surprises here. But
100%.
your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
All right. What we got here?
Tell me, did any crew from the Zelti survive?
Well, since the Lydian ships have no escape pods, I think it was just us.
I see. I thought so. I had a partner on board. After this mission, she and I were meant to... Doesn't matter. All that matters now is making the Takan pay for what they've done.
We'll stop them. I promise.
Yep. All right, anything else?
She was a good little escape pod. Not that I want another ride like that anytime soon.
You're really making us proud out there, Diaz. The lower decks don't get a lot of glory.
Well, I'm just getting started.
Nice. All right, sorry. I didn't mean to keep that way. Who else we got?
Hey, Diaz.
Yeah?
Did you see our people over there? Miranda?
Kapoor, Hauser?
We saw Miranda and Kapoor, but they're bioformed. And as far as I know, there's no way to undo it.
That means they're not our friends anymore.
If they attack us?
We'll have to stop them. No matter what it takes.
Yeah. I guess we have to be ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chobok. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
You know what? I want to see him too. It'll be nice to get one piece of normalcy.
Normalcy.
I'm sure we can count on him for that.
Absolutely.
I can't believe it. You evaded the Takan, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
Well, what we did, you can't just teach that.
Maybe not, but I'm sure they'll try.
Okay.
I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Yeah, she was.
Well, I know Captain Rydek.
They evacuated most of them to the other ship, right?
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
Yep.
We'll just have to step up and work that much harder to help Captain Rydek.
It's gonna take all of us.
Talk to you later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
No, it was not.
But it was my sincere hope you would.
It's great to be seen, boss. There were a few moments out there off the ship where I wasn't really sure we'd be making it back either. Everything here in engineering's kind of a sight for sore eyes.
Indeed. You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule.
Of course.
On both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
I am stating facts, not looking for excuses.
Seems like you could use some help around here. We're ready to go to work.
I'd like to catch my breath for at least a few minutes, Carter.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldy, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action.
Nice.
You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
Fair enough. Look at the look on her face. Like, God damn it. That's weird. It's blue on my screen. It looks purple on OBS.
I tended to an Elydian earlier. Major Starlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Elydians are no longer enemies. I'd always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away. There's still a lot of bad blood.
Peace is often fleeting. If there's a chance, you should take it.
Peace with our former enemies may be hard for some to accept, but it's what my people need.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, so what is our next step going to be? Run? Is that all we're going to do?
Almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait. You have some fences to mend. Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Taconian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your bridge.
All right, it's time for some ready room action.
Being an effective leader requires trust. But an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I still need and value contrary opinions. I don't want everyone agreeing with me when they feel otherwise.
Oh, you'll know when Lieutenant Bedrosian doesn't agree with something. She's not shy about making her opinion known.
She is some fire, I'll give her that.
Chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust. But if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Ermot. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours.
I mean, we know who I'm going to choose. We know exactly who I'm going to choose. It's going to be Westbrook, most likely. Bedrosian is a lieutenant. And yeah. Definitely. Probably Westbrook, most likely.
Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer.
See what I mean?
Ermot has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified. You really couldn't go wrong with either of them.
At the moment, I'm leaning toward selecting Commander Westbrook as the new first officer.
That would be an excellent choice, considering your history. The crew would respect the fact you chose someone likely to challenge your opinions and present a different point of view.
Yep.
You're as good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
I will say, to be fair, the lieutenant was very insubordinate in the moment, and she shouldn't have done that on the bridge. However, this is just like the chain of command thing. Considering the gravity of the situation we were in, I wouldn't call it appropriate, more understandable, and probably most likely excusable due to everything going on in the moment, right? You can definitely understand. And I mean, there was nobody else disagreeing with me, so somebody had to do it.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
Captain.
I'll meet you inside.
Let's talk, girl.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Lieutenant, we both know how much we need your help and expertise for the coming conflict. I have no one to replace you.
I understand, Captain, and I apologize, but my heart is not in it any longer, and to stay would be a disservice to us both.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
I appreciate that.
I didn't think that would be an acquiesce. I didn't think I'd
Ambassador
acquiesce.
Spock via subspace shortly.
Suddenly tendered her resignation. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Armand.
I did not expect that.
Lieutenant Bedrosian were about to begin.
For that choice.
That won't be necessary.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections?
Talk about moving up in the world. Not that I'm surprised in the least.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak.
Boom.
They deserve to be here.
Exactly.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsalar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be
100%.
commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
Well, I could say the same thing about Edsalar here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
It's like a mutual admiration society.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Reindeck, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead, the Takan and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage. Of course, you know that as well as I do.
I'm glad to hear the battle group is en route, Ambassador. With what we're up against, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
And you will have it. Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphilion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
Where is
the away
Portal
team is
6-3?
sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves?
Don't get shot?
Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
Well, as simple as it sounds, the best thing to do is to not get caught. Whether it's one-on-one or the whole ship.
We avoided the Takan as much as we could.
But we saw the bioforming, and there's not much you can do.
I found something that might help. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
I'm sorry, that's the drug they used for her. What did he give that to him? Proud of Carter's recognition of Edsalar and his willingness to offer practical solutions to a complex problem during the senior staff meeting. Nice.
Duridium?
Right?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And we might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
You say that it slows the process, but this doesn't actually stop the Takan from taking over, does it?
Correct. I can't be 100% certain, but it appears this is only a short-term solution. Also, it requires a much larger dose to be effective.
I see.
We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
Right?
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
Interesting.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelion's attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but that's the idea.
I think Portal could still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
Right?
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion.
I
We
wouldn't
have
say
already crippled
lead.
one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
We found that only a Takan can operate their technology to its fullest. So, unless we want to try to do this with one hand tied behind our backs, we're definitely gonna need an assist from this portal guy.
I like that even less.
Like it or not, that's the truth.
Yes. Portal should be part of the away team. There's no question in my mind.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you. I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook, Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Voice authorization. Rydick. Charlie. 5. X-ray.
Captain's codes transferred. The updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Come on.
Who is the new first officer?
Please designate a new first officer.
Come on. The computer wouldn't be asking that shit. It's gonna be Westbrook.
It is an honor and a pleasure to name Commander Westbrook as my new first officer.
Thank you, Captain. You made the right choice.
Congratulations, Commander.
Bitterly disappointed. Ugh.
It's long overdue.
I know we've had our differences, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate this.
Computer, Commander Westbrook is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain, could I have a word with you?
I knew this was coming.
Give me a minute.
Look, I respect your decision, Captain. Commander Westbrook has seniority, and I can understand why you might have felt pressure to promote him. But what I can't understand is why you would choose someone so clearly unsuited for the position. It's the very reason why Captain Solano chose you over him. Because he knew Westbrook as first officer would be disastrous.
I won't argue with you about it. You very well might be right. But I had to trust my instincts, and that's what led me to Commander Westbrook.
He may have been the expected choice, but that doesn't make him the best. Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time, but I thought we've had an excellent working relationship almost from the moment you first arrived. Yes, I was insulted when you didn't trust me with the information about Captain Solano being compromised, but I've always supported you, which is certainly more than you can say about Westbrook. He was always against you, especially with regard to Captain Solano. But I guess loyalty counts for nothing with you.
Listen, I value your opinion more than just about anyone's. I rely on it. And if we're going to beat Galvin, I'll need your help now more than ever. So please, don't be discouraged.
I'll be fine. Just give me some time.
Good. I don't see what he's talking about when it comes to Westbrook being first officer. I really think that Captain Solano didn't want him to be first officer because of how much he disagreed with him. But here's my logic behind it. Not just all of the things that are going on currently, but if this were like an actual command decision, there's two basic reasons. One, he disagrees with me a lot, and two, I'm a warhawk. So I need a first officer that's gonna push back against that and not just agree with me when I go fucking nuclear on shit, right? So I need someone that's essentially Dr. McCoy from TOS, from the original series, who's gonna like put my bullshit into check when I'm being a little bit too logical and heartless, right? I need that. I absolutely need that. To write a story with all these options that need to be considered for the story to progress. I mean, it feels pretty good. Some of them feel a bit wonky, like, yeah, okay. But like all of this feels good. I despise the politics because this is what I'm saying about having like AI help with these stories. Imagine if I could talk to these people, literally like I'm talking to you. And I could talk to them like I'm talking to you and explain myself the way I'm explaining to them. I could tell Ermont that I do value your opinion, but I need Westbrook because you are a person who is more like me than he is. And because of that reason, I need him to be in opposition to me. Not only that, it tells the crew that I value opinions that are contrary to my own. Me and him he did not like me very much. And yet now he's my first officer. I trusted him with Solano. What this shows the crew is that I am willing to work with people I disagree with, and that fucking bullshit politics means nothing to me. That's what it shows. And not only that, I need him in this position. And he has seniority. All of these are good reasons. All of them are. And it's like, yeah, so we're just gonna roll with that. And I wish that this game were like that, because it would be like being on a holodeck, being able to converse with the characters in a normal fashion. Now, obviously, there have to be limits to it, but imagine you had a ChatGPT like bot that represented each one of these characters. So they had like a personality profile. They had some predetermined stuff they're supposed to say to inquiries and whatnot. But if you just engage them in conversation, they would be able to converse with you essentially. And it would be fucking amazing. It would make a game like this way more crazy. Because, I mean, it would be like being on a holodeck. Like, you remember there's a Voyager episode that was like it was supposed to be a security drill thing that Tuvok was doing, where the Maquis rebelled and tried to mutiny the ship. And Tom Paris found it and thought it was a novel somebody wrote, like just something to have fun and play with. And it was actually something that Tuvok made as a security detail run through. And the reason he never finished it is because it became evident that the Maquis were all on board with following Captain Janeway, and they were ready to get the fuck home. And they were all about it, except for a few of them, right? So the need for such a program like fell by the side. And you could interact with all the characters and all those things. It would be like that. So you would be able to replay it over and over and over again. And not only you're making different choices, right? Because there's not just choices that you have to make like in this, but you can just completely redo the entire thing. Play as a different character. And not just make different choices on who to side with, but also take different routes to get there. Right? Where there's not these just like predetermined decisions that only you can make. There's every decision along the way, along the story you get to make, not just the ones that the game tells you can make, right? That would be amazing. It'd be crazy. It'd be absolute crazy. So what did he say to that? He didn't like that. But he did take some solace in Jara's kind words and supportive encouragement. Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's going on. And I couldn't promote her. She fucking resigned, and she's a lieutenant. I'm not gonna skip two commanders who are perfectly fine officers to promote a lieutenant when she's not like an absolute fucking superstar. Like, she would have to be like so rock solid, it would be ridiculous, right? And she's not. She's great, but she's not that. He is the absolute, not only seniority, the logical, he's the science officer. You know, like I said, I'm a war hawk. He's a bleeding heart. We need that contention, right? So there you go. Line of fire. Let's go, baby. Is the captain?
I don't understand. Giving it everything she's got, but it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate.
If I may, Captain. Communications are critical to ship operations, and I should go take care of this.
Go.
That would absolutely been what I would say. Absolutely, go. Take it.
I was hoping we could buy enough time until Starfleet could send more ships. But it looks like we might have to face off against the Aphelion sooner than we might want. If it's just us, I don't like our chances.
I'll consider any suggestions from my first officer.
Actually, I was asking the bridge, but whatever.
We're being pulled out of warp!
The Aphelion is closing on us, and fast.
Ruh-roh. Man, that thing is big.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
On screen.
Where's Portal 6-3? We need him.
You thought you could run? That I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine? How pathetic and predictable.
Computer, activate self-destruct.
At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Takan than you were as a cowardly Kobliad. Is it
Oh, my Amazon device actually activated when I said that, and actually had a self-destruct joke. Holy shit. That was too good. Okay, back to the dramatic moment.
Any wonder your people perished? If your every instinct is to run from a fight.
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
Sadly, this is as far as you'll get. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand.
That's why they didn't blow us up, right?
I could crush you in an instant if I so desired. And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Ruh-roh. Is he gonna augment our shields to protect us?
Red alert! Handar, get us out of here!
They totally should have let me say red alert. It should have been red alert immediately. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Irma, what are you doing, buddy?
By the prophets.
We're just not gonna do anything while they just fire at us? Can we not move?
Evasive maneuvers!
Get under their belly! Get under the belly! No, don't run away! Run under! Run under! And Deus Ex Machina? So it did hit the ship, but only part of it?
They've hit the engineering section.
No.
No
Done them all.
Systems or structural damage, though.
Oh, shit.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond. Hit him in the mouth.
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
The Aphelion remains undamaged by the photon torpedoes, Captain. And its shields are fully intact.
Lovely.
It's too powerful to take head on.
Damage report from the lower decks.
I still can't raise them, Captain.
Could be that the system's down.
Nope.
Well, that was the Takan bioforming ray. And there's no one left down there to respond. The Takan may already be on this ship. No way of knowing how bad it is yet.
Seal the bridge. No one gets access without my permission.
I think that's for the best.
Here are your new tricorders. Now go. Get to the transporter room.
Okay. Great moment. Let's go. Oh, shit. Go, girl. Go, go, go. Come on, really? That's the Starfleet trot? Oh, yes. There it
I don't know
is.
who's on what side, Carter. Come on!
She just took a beam to the neck, just walked right through it. No big deal. Oh, fuck me. Fuck, go, 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 go. Ooh, that hurt. She's a lot faster runner than I am. Whew. Why can't they both fire weapons at once? I have no idea. None. What I want to know is that why, when we're doing evasive maneuvers, we're not getting under the ship instead of flying away from it in a straight line so they could shoot at us. Got a gigantic weapon, just get under it and stay there. And so when they try to turn, just stay in that spot. And that way they have to use conventional weapons or other means to get you to stop, right?
Transporter room 1.
I'm just saying. Oh,
You're
hell
coming
yeah.
with us? A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
Maybe using the same power core?
These are concentrated deuterium doses.
Technically, the oh, you're talking about why can't you fire phasers and photon torpedoes? You can actually at the same time. Yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about their phasers or something. I don't know. But anyway, sorry. The photon torpedoes. Most starships, they use different power systems for both. I guess it was just a random choice to give you. It wasn't going to do anything. I know it wasn't. My answer, what I would have actually said is fire all weapons, continuous fire, blanketing fire. You know, program a torpedo load to fire fucking, what is it called? EM bursts would be another good one. That if their sensors are not, maybe like, you know, everybody else's sensors, if you flood the entire area with EM radiation in high intensity bursts, it'll blind them. It'll blind their sensors enough to where you might be able to actually use evasive maneuvers to get away, that kind of thing.
You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Hell, take it right before if you can get the Decon to wait while you do it.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature.
Sure do.
We need to tunnel through the shields.
There it is.
We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from...
Stand aside.
I was wondering where he was.
The signal is now resolved. I couldn't let you fumble about any longer. Time is running short.
Thanks for that.
No need. We must be on our way. I am Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Decon Empire.
Nice to meet you, Portal.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there. Ready
Kick
to
the
transport.
tires and light the fires, baby. Let's go.
On your order.
Energize.
This is going to be so awesome. Okay. All right, boys, I'm going to be right back. I got to pee, so I shall return post-haste right after these messages from First Grade. Stay tuned for right here for more Tango Hotel. Stand by to stand by to stand by. We shall return. We have returned. Yes, yes, indeed. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
The glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me. It's almost a shame we have to scuttle it. The galaxy has never seen a ship like this. And it won't see one ever again.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in!
Nice.
We're losing cohesion.
I'm gonna try to use my tricorder as a pattern enhancer.
Uh-oh.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
Nope.
They didn't make it.
We don't have time to mourn.
Wolverine Rogue, no.
We have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle.
I'm so glad he came.
It's served up for the Aphelions' next meal.
I am saturated in Taconian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
Low energy tetrametric radiation. Can I move around? Formation of crystals radiating a synchronous energy pulse. Moderate levels of tetrametric radiation. Got that. I like Jara. She's pretty cool. Yes, indeed.
This way.
Also like the range of choices they give you, even though it's usually only like 1, 2, or 3 at most. It's still pretty good. They could do better at telling you what they say, though. Not a good
can't reach
captain, very
anyone.
selfish, I agree.
At least not on the lower decks. It's like they're all gone. The comm systems seem to be operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crew members on the lower decks.
This ship could be swarming with resurrected Takan. It's only a matter of time before they come to their senses and take action.
True.
Which means we have a narrow window of time to cut them off before...
Captain, we're holding them off as best we can on deck 9, but...
If they spread throughout the decks, we'll never know who to trust.
Lock them
Lock down the affected areas immediately. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment fields. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who weren't affected who could get locked inside.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
I could vent the atmosphere.
Initiating a lockdown now.
I could absolutely vent the whole goddamn thing. Would you prefer I do that instead? Yeah, it sucks.
And what happens if some of the bioformed manage to escape? How should the crew engage them?
Lasers set to stun.
We don't want suspicion to run rampant.
We should be cautious. If a situation arises, I want phasers set to stun.
Of course. I'll let the crew know to proceed with caution.
Anybody comes out of the lower deck, stun the fuck out of them. Give them a bioscan. If they're clean,
have we heard anything from Commander Ermot?
No. And he's been gone for quite some time.
Uh-oh.
The comm system he went to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Ermot. Commander Ermot, can you hear me?
Computer shutdown initiated.
According to this, it was initiated by Commander Ermot.
What?
The central computer core will shut down in 10 minutes. We'll lose all critical ship functions. It can only be overridden by the captain at the core itself.
Oh, that's bullshit. Come on.
With me.
Come on. How exactly do the transporters work? They're very good. It sounded so much like Nimoy. Yeah.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. Ah, to hell with it.
You have to get to the computer core! Go!
Gotta have that drama, I know, right? So transporters work on a basic principle that replicators work on.
Master Console is up there.
Where they essentially turn matter into energy and then convert that energy back into matter again. So essentially you're broken down at the molecular level, and then the energy that is coalesced from that interaction is then sent as a signal to wherever you're transporting to, and then re-coalesced into you. And if that sounds like fucking space magic, that's 'cause it is.
I don't have much time.
Oh, we've been here before.
Captain Rydick, it's me, Commander Ermot. First Officer Westbrook insisted I find you immediately. Let me get this door open. I think I remember the code. I hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. I'll get you somewhere more secure. Just about. Captain, don't do anything rash.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
Like, I'm not fucking around, dude. You used your own security code to shut down the computer core. What did you think I wasn't gonna fucking shoot you in the face? You're out of your fluffing mind, bro. Oh, come on. Like, hop over it, maybe? Guess stun don't work on Blue Man Group? That's probably because he's like a Takan.
Be reasonable, Captain. There's a time to fight and a time to admit defeat.
How is he already up? Yeah.
Computer termination sequence in progress. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown.
Ring, baby. Boom! Get it, son. Look at him, dude. He's still up.
Okay, wait. Just hear me out. Listen to reason. There's no need to do anything impulsive.
You just tried to kill me.
I was only acting on orders. I didn't mean any harm. You know we'd rather have you with us. We can make a deal, right? Come to terms.
Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Holy shit.
Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown. Voice authorization, Rydick. Charlie. 5. X-ray.
Termination sequence cancelled.
Nice. Star Trek isn't willing to have a character just using their fingers in another one's eyes. You are absolutely correct. Now they're using regular weapons. Is that a little ship? Is that what that is? Whoa. Yeah, it's rare they get into gratuitous amounts of violence, which I kind of appreciate. They have limited violence. It's fine. Blaze, greetings and salutations, my friend. How are you, sir? How are you? Woo! Hide, boys. Yeah, you totally don't see anybody hiding behind the crystals. Yep, totally nobody there. Yep, his big fat face, totally not right behind that crystal. Nope, you didn't see shit. This game, dude. I love it. It has all the Star Trek tropes. Every single one of them. The first stealth sequence was way more stealthy. This one was perfect. Like, literally, you Did they put that in an homage for the original series? Is that what just happened? Did they just do that? They seriously just did that, didn't they? Violence should be only done when it's meaningful and not for the sake of it. I agree. I would have shot to kill, giving stun didn't work, but I guess the cutscene stun beam better. Well, what it is that most species that are resistant to stun, they're not fully resistant to stun. They're resistant, not immune, right? So what that means is that you just continuously keep stunning them, like Klingons, for instance, can take more can take more heavy stun blasts than a human before they're completely knocked unconscious. Most humans will be knocked out just like that. A few Klingons will. If you hit them in the face, a heavy stun will probably knock them out. But if you hit them in like the torso, you're talking like maybe 2 or 3, right? Most Vulcans, I believe, can be knocked out with a heavy stun, especially to the face. Right? So every species has its thing, right? Kind of like that. And so maybe it's the bioforming process gives him a little bit more immunity from it at the very beginning. Now, obviously, stun works about as much as the script needs it to, because you remember when freaking Captain Solano tried to resist, I stunned him with 1 shot. So maybe it's because he's a Bolian. I never remember hearing about Bolians having resistance to stuns. I don't remember that. I would have shot. Yeah. I'm glad they did not give Jara a romance. I wouldn't have liked a romance in this. I don't think I would have either. I didn't like the one between Carter and her. Because don't get me wrong, you can have romance in Star Trek. I don't give a fuck about that. But if I'm playing an adventure game, I don't want to deal with any of that shit. I want the adventure shit. I want to be an engineer in Star Trek, and I want to fix things. I swear to God, dude, they need to make the like pressure washer games or the mechanic games, like where you disassemble ships and shit. They need to make one. They need to make one for Star Trek. Star Trek Corps of Engineer, baby. They need to make that game where it's literally you going from mission to mission and fixing shit. I am a man who likes fixing things. I like turning wrenches. This is a thing I enjoy doing. It is one of the only reasons I was able to tolerate the jobs that I had, because they all fucking sucked, with the exception of a few. And it made it more tolerable when I actually got to like tear something apart and put it back together.
These are the arteries of power coming from the cortabula at the heart of the Aphelion. I can feel it coursing through my own body.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't mind a show. They've made actually interesting characters. It is kind of weird that they made up a new race just so they could make her have some weird fucking disease. I know it's a plot device, and that's why I don't like it. Rather than it simply being a natural occurrence in the universe, they made it a plot device for a reason, right? And because I am meta aware enough to know that, it kind of takes me out of it when it's just like, if something like that had already existed, like, I don't know, the fact that Vulcans can get addicted to trillium or whatever the fuck it is from Star Trek Enterprise, and they can literally use it as a drug, and it makes their like emotional barriers fall down. If they had done something with that, or something along those lines, something that was already established, to use it as a weakness for the character that could be used as something later as a plot device, I would have been far more okay with it, simply due to the fact that they built up those plot devices better, is basically what it is. Because it just comes out of nowhere as a normal Star Trek person. But then again, every fucking episode of Star Trek has some new gobbledygook shit that's got in it. So I shouldn't be too surprised, right?
Look there.
Chief O'Brien one is
I cannot move as freely inside this ship. Those emit.
My inspiration to be a wrench turner was Geordi LaForge. That was my inspiration. And I will say one of the reasons I liked DS9 so much was because Miles O'Brien was there. I thought it was interesting. They took the chief transporter officer and made him a literal chief engineer, even though he wasn't an officer. It's a little bit wonky kind of shit going on there. But whatever. I thought Jara's waist was on DS9, that the guy took over Bashir's body. I don't recall that. What you're talking about specifically. Maybe. But yeah, Chief O'Brien was great. I loved him on DS9. He's my kind of wrench turner. Geordi was far more like educated, obviously, because he's an officer. But he like O'Brien reminds me more of me than Geordi does, and that's simply because he's like he's written like he's working class. That's why. So he talks rougher. He's not as well articulated in the way he speaks a lot of times. Even though he's an extremely intelligent individual, he speaks normally. Whereas Geordi speaks a lot more formally. Not necessarily formally, but with, how should I put it? Less crassly, I guess is the best way to put it. It's very slight differentiation. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, you know, he's enlisted, on top of the fact that, you know, he's like of Irish heritage. And so he like plays into that trope a little bit, or whatever the fuck it is, right? And he's a guy's guy, right? He's basically the Riker stand-in, where he's a guy you could go crack a beer open with and talk about sports ball. Yeah, he's that guy. I don't like sports ball, though. I did like Smiley. Oh my God, Smiley. That shit was so good. That is possibly one of the best nicknames to come out of Star Trek. Smiley. I absolutely love it. But I have not seen DS9 in years. Yeah, it's like I said, I don't remember. I think the race you're talking about was some kind of weird life transference shit. No, that was Voyager. I honestly couldn't say.
There's no why. If they were deactivated, I could travel past this chamber without setting foot in it.
Only Takan can use Takan technology. How do I turn them off?
Place these on the emitters. It will suppress their effect. The guards none the wiser.
Got it.
I'm coming too.
If we both get caught, it's over. If it's just me, you can try again after I fail.
Well then, don't screw it up.
Right on. Yeah, it's probably one of the best. Smiley, man. I love that. That was so good. Oh, it's too bad it didn't make it to the, like, our universe, though.
I can't phaser any of the guards. It'll alert every Takan in here.
Nobody up the stairs. Now, if she's standing at that thing, she'll see me when I go up, won't she? Yeah, she might. She might. I might go the O'Brien route, maybe. I don't know. Well, I mean, I enlisted in the Navy, so I didn't go the officer route, even though I could. But to be fair, in Star Trek, I would probably rather go to Starfleet Academy rather than enlist. But I didn't want to go to the Naval Academy, and it requires a lot more bullshit.
Room from there. How am I gonna get past them? Maybe the crystals.
The hard part about getting into Starfleet is getting intelligent enough to do it. As far as getting into the military school, the military academies, it's not just smart enough. There has to be
worked. Move.
Okay. Draw them to this, make this cross more safe. Okay. That, and let's be real, being an officer in our military is quite different than being in like Starfleet or something.
Go.
Okay. Oh, nice. It makes me exit the place. Okay. So the I win button. Could an unlisted person become a captain? Yes. Quite a few officers in Starfleet are actually from enlisted ranks who get like promotions because they do such a good job. Many of them seek them, kind of deal. It's entirely possible. But the reason you never see them is because you see starships that are basically very officer heavy due to the fact that they're telling a story. So it's basically a story concern. And the way they square that circle in the universe is fairly important starships like the Enterprise, the flagship, are very officer heavy because so many people want to go there. So you might as well have a lot more junior officers rather than enlisted personnel so you can train them up and send them out to the rest of the fleet, you know, because you get the Enterprise treatment kind of deal. It's kind of like that thing. DS9 actually did a pretty good job because the vast majority of Starfleet personnel on DS9 were enlisted because they were all like, you know, crewmen and stuff like that for repairs and stuff because it was a gigantic station. You only really needed a officer corps to be the main people, right? But yes, you absolutely could. So literally, Miles O'Brien could have. They probably would have given him a field commission if he'd asked for it. I imagine they would have. But the problem is that being an officer, it has a lot more responsibility than just being, like, say, in charge of engineering. So when you're in charge of engineering, you're not just the chief engineer, so, you know, all of your bullshit goes, but you also have to deal with all the personnel problems that are going on in your department, right? So you literally are the leader of all the people, which means, like, schedules, duty shifts, all that shit, it's all your responsibility. Now, normally you would delegate many of these responsibilities to other people, but especially when it's like other officers that are getting it done, yeah, it's under your purview. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Over there? Okay. This guy just stand here? Is that all he does? One right there. Oh, we got a guard. Is he walking away? Yeah, he's walking away. Okay. Get. I thought there would be. I didn't know I had to go that way specifically. Okay, so he patrols the room. All right, good. Shit. I'm surprised Data was never a captain. That he had a lot of experience. Well, a lot of it had to do with the fact that, especially during the TNG era, he was very immature is not the correct word, but it's essentially something like that. And to be fair, he was actually given command.
Someone's here.
Nope. Totally didn't see me, bro. And in fact, he was given a field commission and promotion to captain in one of the episodes of TNG, where he needed to command a small starship that was in a picket line against a Romulan invasion of Klingon space. Very good episode. Highly recommend you watch it. Alright, now I'm supposed to get to the big pulsey thing, right? So you patrol back and forth. Sutherland, yeah. Shit. I did it in the wrong order. Crap. I need to lure them both away. How long is she going to be distracted over there?
Someone is here.
Okay. Go, 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 go. Got this, boys. Hopefully they didn't see that.
One left.
Uno más! Uno más! Let's go, baby! Sad panda. Almost out of coffee. I remember that episode, wasn't Tasha Yar in it or some timeline version of hers? Yes. Her Tasha Yar. So basically what happened is that in another episode of Star Trek called Yesterday's Enterprise, Tasha Yar came back because it altered the timeline. For, you know, a ship came through a time portal. It was the Enterprise C. It changed history. That brought Tasha Yar back to life. Then to solve all the problems, they had to send the ship back through. Which would mean its destruction. And because Tasha Yar wasn't supposed to be in the timeline at all, and she would have disappeared anyway, she got to be aboard the ship because it was going to blow up anyway. Well, she actually survives the battle, ends up being captured, and then falls in love with a Romulan who was her captor. They have a daughter, and that daughter is the person in there. Tasha Yar died trying to steal the daughter away when she was 3. So that Tasha Yar is dead. But the half Romulan, half human version of her is absolutely. And that's how they squared that circle. It was a really great way to bring her back. The actress. Where'd that guy go? Oh shit, there's another one. Where is the thingamajigger? Right here. That guy moves around too. Okay. It'll distract one of them. That's all I really need, right? Okay, it's got him. Crossboy came up with Sella. It's entirely possible. I mean, she actually... Where did he go? I think... Okay, then. That was crazy. You don't see me, boys. You don't see me. There's another one over there, isn't there? Yep. I could have used the stairs to sneak around. All right.
What?
Oh fuck. Shit. just standing there? Huh. I mean, I might be able to run past, but... Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
An intruder. Stop right there.
Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. If you only knew how popular TNG was going to be, she would have stayed. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But I think she wanted more money, and they, you know, like Pet Cemetery and shit were offering her all kinds of stuff. So. Other productions were seeking her attention and were offering more money. So, I mean, I understand economically. She just didn't understand what kind of cultural phenomenon it was going to be. Even though Star Trek was a thing for a long time. Before that. Okay, I do need to go get him at the console so I can run back around his back. Hit that bad boy. Yep, that guy's coming now too. Now I can just walk right behind this dude. That guy's still at his console. Walk over and hit this bad boy. That brings him over here. Boom. Just like that. I am smart. I am smart. I am super, super duper smart. Do, 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 do. Or, you know, I could have just vaulted over that, you know. Whatever. Then we wouldn't have a stealth sequence, though. Now, would we? Yeah, hopefully they didn't see that. Nah, we're good.
Well done.
Fuck.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. By the way, let me look at something. Okay. He doesn't hate me because I shot him. Good.
More emitters.
At least not yet.
Guess we can't teleport the rest of the way.
Was it just me and her? Where'd he go? Okay, I can't crouch. So, doesn't look like there are any guards.
That craft can take us to the main power chamber.
No way we can make that jump.
When I was younger, maybe.
Okay. Like, why are you all up in my way? That looks like we're gonna have a firefight here in a minute.
Huh. This might control that craft. Portal, a little help?
I should be able to bring it to us.
There!
Called it. Totally would have a fight coming. Yep, called it. I don't know, man. I don't know if Tasha would have stayed on if Worf would have grown into the character he was. It definitely made it... Ah, shit. Gunning them down, boys.
I've got this thing set to maximum stun. How are they getting up?
Something's different about the Takan here. Stunning isn't an option.
Get in.
There you go. Somebody hung a lantern, and now we got it. Very nice.
This would go faster if you did something about them.
Yep. What? Of course. Of course.
It's a Guardian. He's with them.
It was going to be about Picard, Riker, and Data. I mean, yeah. But you see how many episodes Worf got and the kind of character Worf grew into, right?
We have to sink that other ship. Shoot the pilot.
He got to be on DS9 and everything. Enemy pilot must be shot down. The force field protecting him. It's like a lot of damage before it goes down. When the force field goes down, the pilot is vulnerable. Dude. Wow, we are gonna die. Damn. Okay. Dude, what is going on? I can't fucking see anything. There it is, finally. Well, it's like, I don't know why they expect me to shoot at the pilot when all I can see is all the dudes inside. I can't actually get, like, stuff on the pilot. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Guardian! You saw what they did to our ancestors! How do you stand with them?
Yeah, we saved them.
We've left them behind. I've seen it with my own eyes. They're not real Takan. We were conquerors, not parasites. The souls I pushed your captain to spare will not be used for this end. I will see to that.
I'll tell you what these Scions are. They're fanatics. They won't stop for anything.
Yes. So, we must be fanatical in return if we are going to stop them.
No hesitation. This ends here.
My man, I like it. All right. If the pigs want to get in dirt, I guess we're going to get in dirt. I'm going to be right back. I gotta pee. Well, here I got something for you. If you don't win Portal 6-3's trust, then won't he turn against? Will he not turn against us or something?
I can, but I can't shake her.
No win scenario. Lovely.
I figured without me, you didn't stand a chance. I'm here for the ship and the crew, not for you.
Stuff it. Get to your station.
I couldn't just sit in my quarters, waiting to get turned into a Takan.
I don't care how you feel about me. Just do your job.
Fair enough.
The only reason they haven't destroyed us is because we have bioformed Takan on the ship.
Really? She didn't like that? Oh my god.
That's why they're targeting our engines.
If we lose the engines, we can't avoid the bioforming ray. Brace for impact!
Oh, that's the Titan, baby.
Here.
Oh yeah. Nice.
We're being hailed by the USS Titan.
Put them through.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Resolute. We got here as fast as we could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster. That flying chandelier really packs a punch.
We're damn glad to see you, Captain. We could use all the help we can get.
I told you I'd be here. So, what are we up against?
No. It's happening again.
We have to warn them. Open a channel to all Starfleet ships immediately.
Starting emergency transmission.
This is Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resolute. The ship we're fighting is armed with a bioforming ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
That seems like a big story point. Woo! Uh-oh.
They're gone. Just like that. We have to destroy that ship.
We do.
Otherwise, it won't be long before they're coming after us.
They could all be Takan. Or none of them. We can't assume anything yet. And we can't afford to be wrong.
I can't attack another Federation ship. I need alternatives. Full impulse power. Take us in for a closer look.
Aye, Captain.
If they're all bioformed, like they got hit straight on by the beam. I thought...
That's not a Starfleet ship. The Takan have it.
Shields at full power!
Well, I made the wrong decision. I thought the alternative...
against their attacks. But they won't for very long.
Fire photon torpedoes!
Firing.
Boom! Get it, son.
Shields at 60%. Heavy damage reported in astrometrics.
Handar, evasive maneuvers. Get us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
There it is.
Don't worry, Resolute. We've got your back.
We still outnumber them, at least. For now.
Their weapon systems are offline.
Now's our chance. Finish it. We can send Galvin a message.
Him.
Let him know exactly what he's up against. And that we're willing to fight to the very end.
Take out their engines. Fire when ready.
Targeting their engines. Commencing fire. Now.
Him. He's my first officer. Oh no! that's
Rydick.
not good.
The Aphelion is too much for any one of us to take on alone. But collectively, we might just have a shot.
On our way. Full impulse power.
Aye, Captain.
Don't get me wrong, I wanted to destroy them. I did. I couldn't.
Target the bioforming ray. Fire photon torpedoes.
Firing photon torpedoes.
She can't get ocular implants yet. That's what, because she needs to get to a medical facility. Come on, push it in there, big boy. Did they just crash? Did they ram that?
Lost help
fucker?
control. Trying to reestablish.
Power levels are dropping all over the ship, but our engines are still running strong.
This is what happened to the Enterprise.
They're draining our energy.
We're caught in it too.
I hope the away team is having more success than we are.
Steam runner. Steam runner class.
If there is a way to disable the Aphelion, it's there. We strike at the heart. The Cartabula. I can feel the energy.
Don't get too used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
The Enterprise wasn't. It's a reference to an episode of TNG where you meet this guy for the first time. He was the Guardian, and we went to get him. And so what they're describing is what happened when they first arrived to that planet, how their energy was just being drained. Interesting. You know, it's funny, we should be able to see them all the way over there and just be like, beep, 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 beep. We'll shoot them down. Probably a good idea.
I wouldn't do that. We have to turn off this energy field to enter. I must do it. It requires the hands of a Takon. Is it working?
It started.
Is the opening wide enough to get through? Well, is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the Cartabula.
What about now?
Ah! I still can't get in.
Stand back. I'll try again.
Enterprise D with Voyager and Defiant close second. Nice. I like the E, I'm not gonna lie. I really do. I think it's a sexy fucking shit. Oh, hey, look. I get another chance to shoot her.
Portal 6-3!
I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people. You can bring your empire back, and all you have to do is nothing. Stand back, and we will handle them.
So much time doing nothing. Now, I will take action. I will exterminate these heretics.
My man!
This won't take long. I'll be back.
Give him hell, Portal.
I was made for this.
Oh, yeah.
If you can get to the Cartabula, wait for me.
We'll hold the line.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, is Miranda gonna run like a bitch?
The gap isn't much wider. Can we get through?
I don't know. He sounds
We
similar.
can widen it with a containment field from the tricorder.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Oh!
Ooh, shit.
I don't think we can crowbar our way in.
It takes a Takan to do it.
Oh, look. Oh, that's fucked. Oh, look. A Takan. God damn.
That's far enough.
Nicely done. Shoot her again! Shoot her!
Carter, I could have killed you both, easily. But the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us. Trust me, this is the best outcome you can hope for.
Miranda wouldn't want that.
You don't know her like I do.
So I made the wrong decision there? Is that what that's telling me? Okay. So we got a hypo. Grab the device. Oh.
Soon, you'll understand.
Come on. Now it's time. You know it. Yeah. Hypo. Go for the hypo. Go for the hypo. No, hypo.
Finally, we can be...
Oh, man, that fucking sucks.
Rejoin the flame.
Guess what? He's a Catan now. Or a Takan. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You killed her.
Ego se tu, parego petos segni.
Are you all right? Carter, I'm sorry I hesitated. I tried to keep her from getting you. If I'd just shot her sooner.
It's okay. I don't blame you.
Yeah, the one they're wearing. That's my favorite uniform.
She's really gone.
Yep.
For good. I can't believe it.
It had to end this way. She was suffering. And now it's over.
I'm pretty sure she taught me to take the hypo, so that's why she's not immediately stunning me. Oh, portal.
I held back the barbarians.
Yeah.
Not all of them. Miranda got Carter.
Have draconian blood now. You must
Sequest DSV?
go
No.
and
No.
finish this, my brother.
Well, shit.
I can read it.
What is this? Who are you? Tell me now!
You're talking to the guy that's in charge. Pipe down while I work.
Carter, you're kind of scaring me.
It's okay. I'm still in control.
For now. Come on, open it, dude. Open it. Let's go.
We've reached the Cartabula.
That's great. Are you all okay?
Yeah, we're inside. That's what matters.
The rest of the way team is basically dead except for big guy, right? Ooh.
Two of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
Getting remote telemetry from the away team tricorders. I'd recognize that anywhere. Our warp core resonant frequency is one of the readings.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
Nice. Find the manual console. Okay. You might be right. I thought the stuff with Miranda was just, it was kind of off-putting to me, and the longer it goes on, the more I'm just like, what the fuck is going on with this? You've literally been taken over by an alien. Shut up. I bet you could save her. I bet you could. I'm sure there's a way. Like, what happens if you choose Erdmont as your first officer, right? Does that mean that the science officer is the one that gets taken over?
There. That's the Resolute's warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball and the Lowell.
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
They're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
This is Westbrook. Are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies
No,
are
she's
causing
not.
problems for the Aphilion's energy source.
She's not
sending
joining.
visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
You can break a wine glass if you play the right note loud enough.
Sir?
God.
The Takan are so arrogant, they're letting us right in the front door with this energy drain. We can tune our warp core output to those frequencies. Get all our ships to do the same. Push it to maximum levels and we might be able to crack the wine glass, the Cartabula, and take their ship offline.
There is merit to the theory.
I agree.
But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
It'll work. It has to.
Do it. We need to strike back. And we'll lead by example.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain.
We got you.
That's a hell of a plan. We don't want to let you down.
I've got faith in you. And the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell.
Yes, Captain.
You have to love the fact that they didn't get the captions right.
I found an eject routine for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Zeldi's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
I know,
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
You can help me get the job done. That's the fight that matters most.
But it's not the only one.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see
Gotta
our
love how everybody has
output
time to get their
frequency
dialogue
changing?
out.
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
Keep it up, Resolute. It's starting to work. The bigger they are, the harder they'll fall.
Inertial dampeners are failing.
Warp output at 85%. They're taking the bait. Now we need the rest of the fleet.
Open
a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is it'll siphon up our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster. Are you out of your mind? That has given them exactly what they want. You can't just expect us to turn belly up.
We've found their Achilles heel. We have to use it. We'll give them everything they want. All of it. More power than they can handle.
That logic is twisted enough it just might work. We're We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
Nice. Yes. Yes.
That's it. They're falling in line.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
The Cartabula, it's compensating, counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute. Try this out.
Ugh, fucking dragging the mouse,
Here.
dude.
This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, it'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing, push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula. We're going to take a lot more with us. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Sometimes you just gotta go on faith, Millie.
I have faith in you. That's enough.
Yes, USS Enterprise,
Sending
I believe,
data
is
to the
still
Resolute.
still a vessel. I heard it was getting decommissioned, but I don't know if that was just the nuclear reactors or if the ship
Wait team
itself
has sent
was.
us an updated
It's
target.
an aircraft carrier.
Sending it to engineering now.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach.
Uh-oh.
I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about.
Oh. Fuck.
A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
It works
we can't
or we
afford to
die.
start second-guessing ourselves. We need to stay the course.
If it doesn't work, we're dead anyway. So give me what you've got.
Consequences be damned. Aye, aye, Captain.
He liked that? For real? He was impressed by her willingness to embrace the risk no matter the consequences. Did you serve on her? No, I served on the USS West Virginia. I mean, that's fair, right? Yeah, exactly.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
Come on.
What's happening? We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We gotta make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
We gotta do it. Do or die, baby. Press what ship you want, or does the Navy not work that way? You can request, yeah. But the needs of the Navy take precedence at all times.
You'll destroy everything
Shit. What? Did I just kill everybody? I don't know why it's giving me two W's. It's kind of weird. We did it! Yeah, make quick actions blend into the visuals, I know, right?
We have full power.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.
What about the ships that they took over?
I saw what you did. The sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
It's coming from the Cartabula. We must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
Our work here is done. Let's get out of here. 3 to beam back to the Resolute.
We can't lock on. Our transporters won't cut through the interference.
Well, of course.
We can't stay here.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. I don't know if it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here. Everybody on!
Here we go. Uniforms are TNG, DS9, and Voyager.
Radiation's lower here.
The ones from this
Still
game
too
are the
high
ones
for us
from
to
like
stay
all
on
the
the
movies
ship.
and stuff too.
This is good.
I really
we
like
can
it.
do better.
I really like it.
And soon,
Smart
I hope.
uniform.
We gotta get all the way to the Resolute.
That thing is down, but not out. We'll handle the stolen Federation ships, but you need to get a crippling shot on the Aphelion.
A direct hit to its bridge will bring it down.
Take us real close, Captain. Skim the hull of that thing where it can't get a clear shot at us.
Or
I can weave us through the battle. And hope we don't get caught in the crossfire.
I don't want to get too close to that thing.
take us along the Aphelion's hull. Get us to the bridge as fast as you can.
Aye, Captain.
Come on, you got this. Does the Navy get dog tags? Yes.
We're almost in
We're just
position
not
for a shot
required
at
to
the
wear
bridge.
them.
Photon torpedoes
depending on what
armed
your
and ready.
duty station is.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
The Aphelion is still filling with lethal amounts of radiation, but it seems to be contained within the ship, for now at least.
But they have comrades on that ship, both living and waiting to be reborn. We're going to die in here if I don't care. We will never submit to your Federation. We are taking our rightful place as rulers over this galaxy. We can't do that if we're dead. I won't give up.
So much for superior beings. You don't look so superior from here.
I don't have to listen to this.
I couldn't help it.
Eons to get here. Fire salvo!
Okay, maybe talking shit wasn't the smartest thing.
Now the
Well,
radiation is rising here too.
Targeting the Resolute?
I can't let you do that.
Get on. Damn it. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern.
Sort of.
Here.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. We don't leave people behind. Got it?
I don't have long to do this. I'm bioforming. It's happening, Nilly. I have to be the one to do it.
If you send them, we'll be stuck here. Give in to me, and I will save us, not them.
Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
Time's up for me. If I'm gonna get you out, it's now or never.
I don't want to leave you.
You aren't.
The time is now.
That won't work. I told you. This body is mine now. No!
Look out for each other.
The away team has beamed back.
We're in position and ready to fire, Captain.
Target their bridge.
Please, we target the ship. Pummel it to space dust. Like we...
Fire.
Right in the middle of his sentence. Yes. Joker, what's up, buddy? My man.
Hey, Carter?
Right here.
Nilly.
I thought you'd want to know we made it. And that you'll always be my family. Even if I don't get to see you again. You'll never really be gone.
I couldn't have done this without you, Nilly. We made a hell of a team. Didn't we?
The best.
Finally lost. So we're not gonna see him actually die, are we? Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh.
All decks secure. We have the bioformed on board, fully contained.
The Starfleet ship's under Takon Takhan Control have signaled their surrender.
Excellent.
Good work, Captain Rydick. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call.
Hell yeah.
I trust you won't have a problem with that.
Thanks, Captain Riker. I owe you one.
Yes, you do. But who's keeping count?
Captain, we're
I love
being
it.
hailed. It's the Aphelion.
On screen.
The radiation. We won't last much longer in here. Please, we surrender. We need your help. Please, beam us aboard your ship.
I know what they've done, Captain. But we can't let them die. They're our enemies today, but who knows what they could become.
You saved the storage crystals. And there are other Takhan. The bioformed on Hotari. On this very ship. We wouldn't be wiping them out if we didn't help the ones who tried to destroy us.
It's what we do.
Yes.
This is the fate they've chosen. Leave them where they are.
You can't do that.
We don't have much time.
I mean, you know what I'm going to choose.
We submit.
They bent
What else I can say?
the knee.
Please. We don't want to die.
If there's no path from the darkness, then there's no reason to ever change, is there?
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict. Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Takhan there. Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems. Lower your defenses and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
He might not die. He might not be dead. Can women become captains in the Navy? Yes. Yes. I know there are female admirals. I don't know how many females actually captain actual ships, though. So yeah, we could have killed Carter, but we didn't. Hopefully we can find a way to
Will be
unbioform.
to help reestablish the Hotari government and resume peace talks, genuine talks, with the Illidians.
And after that?
Who knows?
Oh yeah, you did.
I know I don't want to be queen. There's so much good I could do with just a fraction of your medical technology if I could bring it to my people. But I also want to see what else is out there. Maybe there's even a place for me in Starfleet. It would be hard to stay on Hotari forever. Not with all there is to experience, to learn. My devotion to my people doesn't mean I don't want to explore all the galaxy has to offer.
Look at
When
Join
you're
Starfleet.
ready, Starfleet will be waiting for you.
See, that's what it
Allie
should have
Benson had
said
a
in the
good
Join
word at the
Starfleet.
Academy.
Thank you. Perhaps I can serve on one of your ships someday.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
But there are pressing matters we must attend to before any of that.
To be able to get to that post, yeah.
I can't thank you enough for all you've done. I'll see you again.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not nearly
Starfleet has
as nice.
granted me the privilege of conferring this upon you. Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain. I
And
believe
pinned by Spock.
a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydick. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
No.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Victory. Peace. These things never come without a cost.
Oh man, I thought they were gonna do the thing. Ease of the voyages.
For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
To Carter. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price.
Man, even Portal 6-3
In
died.
time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will.
That's
Now,
Earth.
all hands
At least I think
honor
it
the
is.
dead.
Or is that the Hotari planet? It's probably the Hotari planet. I don't think they travel all the way back to Earth. Indeed.
Captain
Man.
Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same.
What a game. What?
Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same. But while entropy says
if I had
that
to
order
guess,
inevitably gives way to chaos, this
probably
crew has only grown stronger,
25 ends, maybe
more
the
cohesive
aughts.
and coherent. Bound by our
TNG took
shared
place
struggles
in 2470,
and working together, helping each other.
I think.
We're able to do more than we'd
Or it's
ever
either
imagined.
like it's between 2490 and 2510.
Some of our differences couldn't be resolved, but perhaps that too can change in time.
I don't know how long Riker's been in charge of the Titan, so I couldn't really tell you a precise date. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Engage.
So we lost Ermont, we lost the lieutenant. That really sucks, man. I
Space.
feel like maybe I could have played that
The
better.
final frontier. As we take our next steps into the unknown, the greatest insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other. We might even surprise ourselves. And no matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
I am overcome with emotion. It just how much I like this game. It really does feel like it's been a long time since I had something that felt truly like Star Trek to me. That captured the magic. This was it. They did it. boy, did they do a damn good job. I can absolutely see another one of these being made. Literally picking up right where it left off. Like, you've got so many threads you could run through, right? With Carter being bioform. I don't think I'm assuming they would have to go with like Mass Effect did, where there's one, every decision that was made, there's a canon one, right? But I don't know if they would really do the whole Mass Effect, we're going to make a million fucking different, lines of choices and then every game is going to follow past. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't think they can do that. What I imagine they're going to do, if they do make another one, is they're gonna pick a canon way it went. This was something else. The entire time, I felt like I was immersed in like a Star Trek simulation. Even though I'm literally streaming the entire time, I've got all of this other bullshit around me. It still pulled me in. It was able to completely make the entire rest of the world fall away. You can't say that about a lot of games. And to be fair, it might only be because I'm a Star Trek fan. So if you're not really as big of a fan as I am, it might not work so well. But by God, this game did it. This game absolutely did it. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but and oh boy does it have its flaws. But this is something special. I have a feeling this is gonna go down, as far as like Star Trek fans, as possibly one of the best Star Trek games ever made. Is there any reason why it has very positive reviews on both all reviews? 1,900. 90% of the 1,900 reviews for this game are positive. 1,900. Look at that. Gameplay over is incredibly frustrating, constantly toggling between cutscenes and gameplay, forcing your character to defend a position. Yeah. Fair enough. He just didn't like the gameplay. That's fine. Huh. So now I understand where the choices come from. All right, boys. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be the end of our stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for freaking taking this ride with me. It has been an amazing journey. And I hope that one day we'll be able to take a journey like this again. This was something impressive. And I hope to God that Paramount, or whoever fucking controls the IP for Star Trek video games, lets these people ball the fuck out, because they deserve it. Warts and all, they deserve it. 100%. Guys, I have money. I want to give you my money. Give me this. Give me more of this, and I will give you money. I promise. I promise I'll give you all my money. Oh my goodness. So on that note, my friends, it has been a pleasure and an absolute honor to be with you here today. And I will see you guys next time, boys.